Hey guys, welcome back to Code Orbit, and today is day 16 of doing Codeforces till we reach the Grandmaster level. And today's problem name is Police Recruits. Okay, so the police department of a city has just started its journey. Initially, they don't have any manpower, so they started hiring new recruits in the groups. Meanwhile, crime keeps occurring within the city. One member of the police force can investigate only one crime during his or her lifetime. If there is no police officer free, that is, isn't busy with crime, during the occurrence of a crime, it will go untreated. Given the chronological order of crime occurrences and recruits hiring, find the number of crimes which will go untreated. Okay, in input, we need to take an integer n on the first line that will give us the number of events. The next line will contain n spaces separated integers. If the integer is -1, then it means a crime has occurred. Otherwise, the integer will be positive, the number of officers recruited together at that time. No more than 10 officers will be recruited at a time. Okay, and we need to print out the output, which is a single integer, that is the number of crimes that will go untreated. And our range is up to 10 to the power 5, so I think int will work just fine. So, guys, let's take the example. Let's say here we will take this first one example. Okay, 3, we are given n is equal to 3, and we are given n space separated events -1, and 1. Okay, so we need to go from here. First, a crime has occurred, okay? And since there is no policeman hired before the crime, so the crime will go untreated, okay? So one crime has gone untreated. Then another crime has occurred, okay? And we still don't have any police officer to take care of it. So one more crime has gone untreated. And now we are seeing that we have a policeman hired. But the policeman hired will take care of the next n cases, next case of crimes. So he cannot go to these two. Okay. So we have two untreated crimes. Right, guys? Now let's take another example where you have this 8. 1, we have n is equal to 8, 1 minus 1, 1. Then we have -1, -1, and then 3 times 1. Okay, so guys, see, first we have a policeman hired, okay? One policeman is hired, and then a crime has occurred. So they both will cancel each other out. Okay, so one policeman has taken care of one case, then another policeman has been hired, and another crime has occurred. So they will take care of each other. Now we see one crime has occurred, but all the policemen are busy with their previous cases. So this will become our first crime. Okay, and now we see there are three policemen hired, but they cannot touch this one case. So yeah, only one crime has occurred. One crime. And I think the answer should also be one. Yeah. So what we do here, guys, like we need to keep a count, okay? And count uh, will be added with count plus a of I, and count will be 0 at start. Now, if count is greater or equal to 0, that means all our cases are being handled. Let's say count is greater or equal to 0, which means if there is a police officer, he is taking care of the case. And if there are more police officers hired, one is taking care of the case and other are left. So which means no crime has occurred. No crime. Okay. Now when our count goes down by 0, on adding, which means all police officers are busy. Then we have crime happening. So what we'll do is we'll create an answer variable which will start from 0, and if count is less than 0, okay, then we will add in the answer variable absolute value of the count, which we don't show crime like -1. We will just absolute value will be added, that how many crimes are being committed. Okay. So yeah, guys, this was the logic that if your count is going in negative, that means crimes are happening. So let's code this problem. First, we'll take the number of events. Then we'll create an array of number of events. Now we'll take input for the array. I'll use the iterator for the array. Okay. Uh, okay, I think this one. Yeah. Now we'll start a for loop inside our array, and we will declare two variables here. Int count is equal to 0 and answer is equal to 0. Okay. Now what we'll do is count will be added by each element of the array. Okay. And if count is less than 0, we will say answer plus equal to absolute value of count. Okay. And now one more thing, guys. We need to reinitialize count here. Okay. Otherwise, let's say if count is less than let's say count was -2. Okay. So which means two crimes. Okay. So answer has become 2. But if the count goes again in the iteration, it will start from -2. But we want it to start from 0, not from -2. So we will reinitialize count here. Count equal to 0. Okay. And finally, we will output our answer here. Okay. Right. And now let's test for the test cases. Uh, Let me just copy this one, paste it here. The answer is, I think, 1. And let's copy another test case, this one, the large one. Yeah, and the answer and output is 8. So yeah, the first one I think has been passed. Yeah, now let's see the second one, guys. You can see second one also passed. So we will copy this whole code and I will just submit it here. So yeah, guys, these problems are all about implementing your logic. Like if you can think in your mind, you need to just be able to implement. And you can see, guys, the answer is accepted successfully. And yeah, guys, this was it for day 16 of doing Codeforces. Thank you and bye bye.